in 1986 when we...
96.
86, when we opened our store.
Oh, sorry.
96 in Costa Rica.
You're right. You are so right.
It was the first birding store in Connecticut, probably first in the whole kind of area, and it was kind of daunting, mainly because I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't know much about birds, and I didn't know much about business, and so I didn't know much about it. Coming from a musician standpoint, where I was up most nights till very late, and didn't see a lot of mornings during the first part of my professional career, to becoming interested in birds. And Noble was very instrumental in sparking that interest. He was so encouraging. I guess he thought it was kind of a cool thing to have a birding store in Connecticut. And he took time out to do programs for us. I became like the program person for the local Audubon Society, and Noble would never refuse. He would do his beginning birding, which I'm sure he did for his classes, for his ornithology classes, because it was so polished and so good, and people would get so psyched up, and he'd be like, was that rocking enough? And you know, and his enthusiasm was just catching. And he also kind of, as I really started to get into the sport of birding, the activity, he threw me a bone and allowed me to come with him to Costa Rica in 1996. That was what Janet was referring to, and that just about sent me over the edge. And still the best trip I've ever been on. And I'll just have one little anecdote, one really quick one with Noble. We were in Guanacaste, and it was really hot, and the crew was getting tired, and they're getting hungry, getting grumpy, and so everybody kind of filtered down to lunch. And Noble said, "Stay here, stay here." And so we sat down at a little clearing and just chit-chatting for a while, very pleasant. And we were actually on the hunt for long-tailed manakin, I think it was, and we're just sitting there, and all of a sudden, boom, one shows up. Boom, another one shows up. Boom, elegant trogon. Boom, all kinds of birds. And actually, I just saw my wife put it up on the slide there. And Noble turned to me in the midst of all of this stuff, and we were like, and he turned to me and he said, "It's a birding inferno." And I will never, ever forget that. It's like my favorite birding moment of all time. So, but I could tell like a gazillion stories about Noble, but thank you so much. It means so much to me.